Hello students, we are going to see programs on looping in this video. Right now let's see the first program question. Design an application to display numbers from 1 to n using for loop. In this program, we have to display the sequential numbers from 1 to n using for loop. In the same program, we will do the modifications and we will see how to display odd numbers as well as even numbers. Let's see the window for this particular program. This window consists of 4 tools. The first one, label 1, the caption is enter n. Text box 1, right, where we have to enter the value of n, that is input. Button 1, click. List box 1, where we have to display the output. Right now we will see the properties table. The properties table is displayed. Button 1, text, click. Text box 1, text property blank, because here we have to enter the value of n, that is input. List box 1, items property, here we have to display the output, for that sake this is blank. Label 1, text property, then the caption is enter n. Right now we will see the coding part. The coding is given to the button 1, that is click. Just do double click on this one. This will take us to code designer window, right? Public class loop 2, private subroutine button 1, click, and here we have to begin, right? First we will declare the variables. To declare the variables in VB.NET, we will be using here dim statement. Dim indicates here the dimension, right? Two variables are taken. One is for the loop, the other one to provide the input, right? One to provide the starting value to a variable, right? Which is of two variables are taken, right? I and n as integer type. Okay. As per the window design, the value of n, the input, is given in the text box 1, which has to be converted to number type using val function or val method. Val is a function method which is mainly used to convert from text type to number type, right? N is equals to val of text box 1 dot text property. Done. The data which is entered in text box 1 is converted to number type using val function. Val is nothing but value. Later this is stored in the variable n. Correct. Next part. Next part we have to begin with looping, right? For loop, for I variable is used. I is equals to, we will provide the starting number, that is 1 to n. Just press enter. Automatically we can see here the for loop will end with next. And later we have to display the output. Where we have to display the output, that is again there comes out with list box 1 dot items property dot add method. Within this function we will be taking here the I, because I will be changing after each iteration. Correct, right? For the first iteration I, that is 1, will be displayed. Next indicates here it will go for the next value, that will be 2. Then again 2 will be displayed in the list box. Next I, that will be 3. Again 3 will be displayed in list box 1. This will take us till variable, that is n, whatever n is given by the user. Right now we will run this particular program. Just go here, start debugging, or else you can just go to debug, start debugging, or function key F5. Just click on this one. Enter the value of n. Suppose if I just enter 10. Again this will be displayed from 1 to 10. Correct? If the list is too big, then we will be having a vertical scroll bar, right? In the same program, we will see how to display the odd numbers. What will be the change here? For loop I is equals to 1, 1 is the odd number, to n. Each iteration it was incremented by 1. But right now we have to increment by 2. For that we have to use here step 2. That is 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 2, 7. Right? Then run. Let's take here 10. Correct? Now let's see even numbers. For even numbers, the start number will be either 0 or 2. Just take here 0. Or even we can take here 2 also. 2 plus 2, 4. 4 plus 2, 6. Right? Let's take here 0. Then run. Click 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Correct? The next program here, design an application to display multiplication table of a particular number. This program will display multiplication table of whatever the input is given. It can be 5 table, it can be 2 table, it can be 15 table, right? Right now let's see the window for this one. The window is very simple because it consists of 4 tools, 4 controls. Label 1, enter n. Text box 1 where we have to enter the value of n, that is input. Button 1, print. List box 1 where we have to display the output, right? Right now we will see the properties table. Properties table is very simple. Button 1, text property, print. Text box 1, text property, blank, because here we have to enter the input. We have to provide the value for n. List box 1, items property, and here this is blank because the output will be displayed. Label 1, text property, enter n. Right now we will see the coding part. The coding is given to the button 1, print. Just do double click. This will take us to code designer window. And here we can just see here public class table, private subroutine, button 1, click. And in this program we have just taken only one variable, that is n, which is of integer type. To declare the variables in VB.NET, we will be using here dim. As per the window design, the input is given to text box 1, which has to be converted to number type using val function, and later we have to store this value in the variable n. After this, next comes out with the looping part. For I is equals to 1 to 10, Why 1 to 10? Right? The start number is 1, the end number is 10. Multiplication table. Let's take here 2 table. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. This has to go till 2 tens are 20. That is 2 ones are, then 2 twos are 2. Then the same way 2 fives are. This has to go till 2 tens are. For that sake, the start number is 1, the end number is 10. Correct? After each iteration, it has to be displayed in list box 1 dot items property, then comes out with the add method or add function. Within the set of parentheses, we have to display this one in table format itself. For that sake, n is taken. 2 ones are 2, right? 2 has to come. For that sake, this will be the n. N can be anything. It can be 2 table, it can be 5 table, it can be 10 table, it can be 15 table, 17 table, anything. Then comes out with the symbol ampersand symbol, that is a concatenation operator which is mainly used to join with other parameters. It can be a variable, it can be a command, it can be a caption, right? Then this is combined with 2 into, right? Into is taken in double quotes because the same thing has to be displayed. The same symbol has to be displayed, right? Ampersand concatenation operator I will be changing because this has to go from 1 to 10. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6. That is 1, 2, 3 till 10. 2 tens are 20. Ampersand then comes out with equal. That is 2 ones are 2 into 1 equals to. That equals to is taken in double quotes because the same thing has to be displayed. Then ampersand concatenation operator. Later we have to perform here the operation, that is n into I, that is 2 into 1. What will be the output? 2. 2 into 3, what will be the output? 6. 2 into 5, what will be the output? 10. Right? Next I. After printing 2 into 1 is equals to 2, it has to go for the next line, that is 2 twos are 4. After printing that one, it has to go for 2 threes are 6. Then 2 fours are 8. This has to go till 2 tens are 20. Right? This has to reach till 10. That is 2 tens are 20. End subroutine, end class. Right now we will load this window, project Windows application properties. This is for table. Close the window. Run. Enter the input. I think so all can see, right? Suppose if I just provide here 7 table. Can we see here after 2 table, 7 table is displayed, right? The same way, suppose if we enter here 15, 15 table will be displayed after 7. Correct? This is your output. Thank you. Have a nice day.